Ever feel, okay, like the world runs on this giant invisible conveyor belt.
Hmm.
It's logistics,
Good.
right? Somebody's got to make sure it all runs smoothly.
Right.
So today we're doing a deep dive right into the world of logistics analysts, the folks who keep those metaphorical conveyor belts moving.
Yeah.
We've got these insights. They're from the career platform RoleCatcher to guide us.
Okay.
So buckle up.
It's a career that's, it's behind the scenes, right?
Uh,
But it's absolutely essential to, well, pretty much everything.
yeah, I mean, forget spreadsheets for a second. Think about this. You order something online,
Yeah.
and like magic, it arrives at your doorstep.
Right.
That's a logistics analyst's handiwork.
Absolutely.
But RoleCatcher helped us kind of dig deeper than just like the deliveries and stuff. What surprised me was how much this role is about like problem solving, but on a massive scale.
Yeah, absolutely. A logistics analyst isn't just moving boxes,
Right.
from point A to B. They're analyzing every single step of the journey,
Okay.
from sourcing raw materials to warehouse efficiency to delivery routes.
Wow.
And they're constantly looking for ways to make that whole process faster, cheaper, and more sustainable.
Okay, so let's break that down for listeners for a sec. What does that actually look like day to day?
Sure,
Are we
Nick.
talking algorithms, simulations, drones delivering packages to our doorsteps?
Okay.
Spill the tea?
It's a dynamic mix. It's a dynamic mix of analysis and action.
Okay.
So think about things like data crunching to optimize delivery routes,
Mhm.
negotiating with suppliers for better rates,
Oh, wow.
and maybe even using AI to predict future demand.
Okay.
Prevent those dreaded supply chain hiccups.
Yeah.
And yes, even exploring drone delivery options in certain industries.
Oh, wow. So we're talking like cutting edge tech here.
Oh, yeah.
Like RoleCatcher mentions AI-powered route optimization,
Yeah.
which sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It's becoming a reality.
Wow.
And it's not just about the fancy tech.
Okay.
Think about sustainability.
Right.
That's a huge factor now.
Yeah.
Consumers, they care about a company's environmental impact.
Of course. Yeah.
So logistics analysts, they're on the front lines of minimizing waste, finding eco-friendly packaging, optimizing transportation to reduce those carbon footprints. It's about being a responsible global citizen.
Wow.
One shipment at a time.
That's amazing. So it's not just about efficiency then.
Right.
It's also about ethics and values, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Now, this all sounds, incredibly appealing.
Sure.
But let's be real, like every job has its challenges.
Right.
RoleCatcher doesn't shy away from kind of the tougher aspects of this career path, right?
Right. Right. And that's one of the things I really appreciate about their approach. They highlight that fast-paced nature of the work.
Yeah.
The potential for long hours, especially during peak seasons, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or when those unexpected disruptions hit.
Totally.
Remember the Suez Canal blockage a few years back?
Oh, yeah.
That threw the global supply chain into chaos.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
You need to be able to handle pressure and think on your feet.
For sure. So we've established that logistics analysts are kind of like the conductors, right,
Yeah.
of this global orchestra of goods and products and stuff.
Right.
But let's say you're ready to, pick up the baton yourself. What does that journey actually look like?
Well, RoleCatcher does a fantastic job mapping out the career ladder,
Yeah.
and it's not a one-size-fits-all situation.
Yeah.
You could start with an associate's degree, right, in logistics or supply chain management.
Okay.
That can get your foot in the door, right,
Right.
for some of those entry-level positions.
Okay.
But a lot of employers, they prefer a bachelor's degree, especially for those juicy advancement opportunities.
That makes sense. Yeah. This is a field where you really benefit from a strong foundation, right? In data analysis, business principles, even a bit of international relations if you're dealing with these global supply chains and everything.
Absolutely. And as you gain experience, those professional certifications that we talked about earlier,
Right.
they become even more valuable.
Hello.
Think of them as power-ups, right, in a video game.
Okay. Yeah.
They demonstrate specialized knowledge,
Yeah.
right, and a commitment to kind of staying ahead of the curve.
It's like leveling up your skills.
Yeah.
Now, RoleCatcher provided some sample interview questions.
Okay.
And one that stood out to me was, how do you stay updated on industry trends and innovations?
Oh, that's a good one.
What do you think they really want to hear when they ask that?
Well, I think it's all about showing that you're curious, you're proactive,
Yeah.
and genuinely passionate, right?
Yeah.
About the field.
Okay.
I mean, anyone can say that they read industry publications, but if you can talk about a recent article that like fascinated you,
Yeah.
a new technology that you're excited about,
Yeah.
that's what makes you memorable.
That's what makes you stand out.
Yeah.
So it's not just about what you know, but like how you engage with this evolving world, right, of logistics.
Right, exactly.
And speaking of engagement, RoleCatcher really emphasized the importance of networking in this field.
Oh, for good reason.
Yeah.
Logistics is all about relationships
Okay.
with suppliers, manufacturers, transportation providers,
Wow. Okay.
attending industry conferences,
Yes.
joining professional organizations like the Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals,
Okay.
CSCMP.
Okay.
It's not just about like collecting business cards.
Right.
It's about building a community and learning from the best, you know.
So it's like having this network of mentors and colleagues who've like been there, done that, and
Right.
can offer, really invaluable advice.
Right, exactly.
Now let's talk salary expectations for a moment,
Okay, sure.
because everybody wants to know what this kind of expertise, what it commands in the job market these days.
Right, and RoleCatcher provides some like really helpful salary ranges.
Okay.
But it's important to note that location, experience, company size, it all plays a role.
Makes sense.
Generally speaking, those entry-level logistics analysts, they can expect to earn a median salary in the probably $50,000, $60,000 range.
Okay.
But as you gain experience and specialize, those figures can jump significantly.
Right.
Like senior-level logistics analysts, especially the ones with those certifications,
Yeah.
right, and a proven track record, they can earn well into six figures.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's definitely potential for like financial growth alongside your, career progression in this field.
Oh, absolutely. And don't forget about those intangible rewards, right?
Right.
The satisfaction of solving those complex problems.
Yeah.
The impact of optimizing a global system.
Sure.
And the knowledge that you're playing a vital role in getting essential goods to people who need them.
Yeah, it's a career with like a real sense of purpose.
Right.
Which is, that's incredibly valuable, I think.
Yep.
Now, we've talked a lot about the, kind of the big picture.
Right.
But I'm curious about the day-to-day reality of this job. What does a typical day look like for a logistics analyst?
Well, there's no such thing as typical in this field.
Oh, really?
And that's part of what makes it so exciting.
Okay.
But RoleCatcher gives us kind of a glimpse into some current tasks and responsibilities.
Okay.
So you might start your day analyzing data to track shipments and identify like potential delays.
Okay.
Then you might have a virtual meeting with suppliers to, negotiate rates,
Yeah.
maybe troubleshoot a logistical snag.
So it's a blend of like analytical work,
Right.
problem solving, and communication all in one.
Exactly. You might spend some time collaborating with colleagues on like process improvement projects,
Okay.
that maybe dive into researching new technologies or like industry trends.
Right.
And of course, there's always the potential for those unexpected challenges,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
that require you to think on your feet, find creative solutions.
Totally.
Like that time a volcano erupted and disrupted air freight routes for weeks.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Talk about a logistical nightmare.
I know, right?
It sounds like you really need to be adaptable and able to pivot quickly in this role.
Absolutely. Every day brings new opportunities to learn, grow, and make a tangible impact.
That's awesome. That's a great segue into our next point, which is the future of this field.
Okay.
RoleCatcher highlights some fascinating trends that are like shaping the world of logistics.
Yeah.
And I'm eager to hear your take on where this industry is headed. So we've talked about the skills, the career path, even what a typical day might look like.
Right.
But RoleCatcher, it got me thinking about, the big picture, right? What's exciting about this field, it isn't just like moving stuff around.
Right.
It's about the impact that it has on, the whole world.
Exactly. Think about disaster relief.
Oh, yeah.
When like a hurricane hits,
Right.
logistics analysts are the ones who are figuring out how to get, emergency supplies to those in need.
Wow.
They're coordinating transportation routes. They're managing inventory. It's high pressure work,
Yeah.
but it's incredibly rewarding.
Wow. So you're literally helping to save lives
Right.
with logistics.
Yeah.
That's powerful. And as like technology keeps advancing, I bet this field is only going to get, more complex.
Oh, yeah.
More crucial.
Absolutely. We're already seeing the rise of automation,
Yeah.
AI, and predictive analytics.
Right.
These technologies are going to revolutionize how we move goods, how we make supply chains even more efficient, and create new opportunities for logistics analysts who can, who can harness their power.
It's like being on the cutting edge of like a technological revolution.
It is.
That's so cool. But it's not just about the tech, is it?
No.
RoleCatcher also really emphasized the growing importance of like soft skills in this field too.
Absolutely. Communication is key, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're negotiating with a supplier, collaborating with a team, like across continents,
Right.
or even just explaining complex data to stakeholders, you need to be able to like articulate your ideas clearly
Right.
and persuasively.
So it's this blend, right, of analytical prowess and people skills. That's awesome. That's like a really powerful combination. Now, before we wrap up this deep dive, I kind of want to circle back to something you said earlier about the intangible rewards, right, of this career.
Sure.
What is it actually like? What does it feel like to be a logistics analyst?
Well, it's a really unique feeling to know that you're playing like a vital role in something much larger than yourself.
Okay.
Every day you're solving puzzles.
Right.
You're optimizing processes. You're contributing to this like global ecosystem that connects people and products.
Yeah.
It's challenging, it's fast-paced, but it's also incredibly rewarding to see that tangible impact of your work.
That's awesome. That's a fantastic note, I think, to end on. So for our listeners who are, maybe a little intrigued by the world of logistics, who love data, who enjoy problem solving,
Right.
and are eager to, make a real world difference.
Yeah.
What would you say to encourage them to like explore this career path further?
Do your research.
Oh, okay.
Network with professionals in the field.
Right.
And don't be afraid to just, dive in head first.
Yeah.
The world of logistics is full of opportunities for those who are up for the challenge.
I love that. And remember, RoleCatcher is a fantastic resource to, to guide you on your journey from, exploring the career paths to acing those interviews. They've got you covered.
They really do.
It's been a pleasure diving deep into the world of logistics analysts with you today.
Likewise, it was great to be here.
And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us on this insightful journey. We hope you've gained some valuable knowledge, a fresh perspective, and maybe even a spark of inspiration, right, to explore this dynamic world of logistics.
Until next time, keep learning.
Keep exploring.
Keep those supply chains moving.